Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, major excitement and planes coming to Affordable Flying Expo. Indian investigators accused of manipulating Air India crash probe. Vertical Ave community urges changes to upcoming drone regs. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Major excitement and planes coming to Affordable Flying Expo. The first Affordable Flying Expo is shaping up well. As the promotion program hit high gear this week, we are pleased to announce that we're attracting a stunning number of sport aviation's most exciting sport, MOSAIC and LSA flying machines. The sleek Italian Porto Risen, which excited crowds at the last two Oshkosh appearances, is on its way to Lakeland, where its efficient design is likely to get a lot of attention. Another Oshkosh favorite, the Spirit SE-1, is flying, with two expected to leave Colorado a few days before the show to head for Florida. Bristol has promised to bring a couple of their latest R916-powered birds, along with some speedy specs. Black Shape's Prime Tandem Speedster is also confirmed, while Velocity Aircraft is expected to bring at least one bird to display as well. Silverlight Aviation is bringing three birds, with an AR-1 gyroplane and a Recon and AJ Sport airplane in their expected lineup. Cub Crafters is bringing their Rotax 916-powered Carbon Cub UL, Comp Air is bringing one of their flock as well, and we're expecting an extra aircraft, Extra NG, to spice up the static display areas to boot. We're expecting a BD4C from Gratia Aero, as well as an MW Fly engine display. Among the more intriguing booth displays will be those manned by Dynan Avionics, Gulf Coast Avionics, Gleim, Hartzell, King Schools, Sensonic Props, and quite a few more. We'll have more names, details, and info on the forum program next week. After the break, NBAA-BACE offering IA renewal credits for the first time.
I'm currently using the Hartzell Talon, by far the best aerobatic propeller ever come out.
I use the Trailblazer. It adds performance to the Super Decathlon and dependability, and it's rugged.
Hartzell's been an excellent partner for Whip Air, just in terms of your product support as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demand.
It's helping us all have better performing airplanes.
It's such a proud honor to fly behind that propeller.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. NBAA-BACE offering IA renewal credits for the first time. NBAA is rolling out a brand new maintenance track as part of the education program at this year's Business Aviation Convention and Exhibition. Business aircraft maintenance specialists who participate in the program will be eligible to receive credit toward the renewal of their inspection authorization. There will be 5 sessions eligible as part of the track, designed to bring aviation maintenance professionals up to speed on the latest developments in aviation regulations, safety management systems and human factors, and aerospace technologies that are implemented in business aircraft. Former administration accused of weaponizing TSA. A recent Department of Homeland Security probe claims that the former administration weaponized the Transportation Security Administration for political gain, referencing citizens who were watchlisted for resisting mask mandates or participating in the January 6, 2021 Capitol riot. The agency has pushed the case up to the DOJ for further review. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem said, quote, Biden's TSA Administrator Pekoski and his cronies abused their authority and weaponized the federal government against the very people they were charged with protecting, end quote. Production of the new F-35 engine falls another 6 months behind. The expensive Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II program has now hit another snag, with deliveries of its new F-135 engine now expected to fall another 6 months behind schedule. Pratt & Whitney, the Raytheon-owned company that builds the afterburning turbofan, has not disclosed a reason for the latest slip. The setback adds to a long list of complications that have weighed down the F-35 program since its inception. Joby stock plummets after releasing discount offering. Joby Aviation managed to pull off the full Silicon Valley cycle this week, exciting public demos, bold promises about the future of air mobility, and a sharp stock drop to top it off. The Santa Cruz-based air taxi startup announced a $514 million stock sale on October 7th, pricing 30.5 million new shares at $16.85 per share. This marked a roughly 11% discount, viewed by investors as the company's way of acknowledging that it's still not generating profits. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Indian investigators accused of manipulating Air India crash probe. Indian Civil Aviation Minister Mohan Naidu has finally spoken out against claims of, quote, dirty business in the investigation of Air India Flight 171, which left 260 people dead. The complaint was submitted by Pushkar Raj Sabharwal, whose son was one of the pilots in the cockpit when the tragic accident occurred. Sabharwal alleged that investigators selectively released information to pin blame on his son, making it seem like he deliberately shut off the aircraft's fuel supply and triggered a complete loss of power. He said officials from the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau visited his home and, instead of offering condolences as they said they wanted to, questioned him about his son's mental state. Minister Naidu publicly dismissed the allegations during an interview, calling the investigation, quote, very clean and very thorough. He said the process was being conducted according to international rules and that there was no manipulation or dirty business involved. This was the first time the government directly addressed the captain's father's complaint. The preliminary report revealed that both engine fuel control switches had been moved from run to cutoff roughly 3 seconds after liftoff, likely causing both engines to shut down. The switches were later recovered in the run position, leaving investigators puzzled as to how the cutoff occurred. Cockpit voice recordings caught confusion between the two pilots. After these messages, Vertical Lab community urges changes to upcoming drone regs.
Meet the first of a new generation of the M-Class family. The M700 Fury. An aircraft worthy of the name, an indomitable force. The M700 Fury transcends traditional limits with more power, blistering performance, a finely appointed interior, and the luxury of what matters most. Time. Experience the Fury. Join the legacy.
The legendary BD4C program is building an exciting future for those who want a rugged 4-seat family flyer with a proven history. The SureWings program produces a complete kit and builder assist program that gives you everything you need to be flying a BD4CS in record time. For conventional kit builders, BD Aviation has parts, partial kits, and full kits for the 190-mile-per-hour BD4C that has logged thousands of hours. Visit SureWings.com and BDAviation.com for more detail.
Welcome back. Vertical Lab community urges changes to upcoming drone regs. The vertical aviation community is urging the FAA to revise its proposed Part 108 rule, claiming several aspects of it are based on harmful assumptions about low-altitude operations. The new proposed rule would finally allow unmanned aircraft to fly beyond visual line of sight without case-by-case exemptions. Under current rules, operators must apply for individual BVLOS waivers to conduct most commercial drone flights, including delivering packages, monitoring crops, or inspecting infrastructure. The new rule would eliminate that bottleneck, replacing it with a nationwide framework that contains a structured pathway for both low-risk and more complex drone missions. The FAA published the NPRM on August 6th, beginning a 60-day public comment period to give stakeholders a chance to respond, and they have. Vertical Aviation International has submitted numerous comments that address the FAA's, quote, inaccurate assumptions about the low-altitude operating environment, which could inadvertently weaken established safety frameworks and introduce unnecessary hazards into an already complex airspace, end quote. VAI's statement continued, quote, unless revised appropriately, Part 108 will create, not mitigate, the potential for mid-air collision and resulting casualty, end quote. The organization lists multiple examples to back these claims, including the FAA's, quote, dangerously incorrect statement that manned aircraft don't operate within 400 feet of structures, which ignores a long history of inspection, firefighting, air medical, agriculture, and law enforcement helicopter operations. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.